Just trying to remember. Impero.
Impero.
Impare.
Imperare.
Imperare. Impave.
No, so it's a regular first conjugation. So regular firsts and an O, R, A, and then what are
Ave. Awe.
awi?
Awi. And then atus.
So impero, imperare,
Imperawe, and imperawi, and imperatus.
Good.
Okay.
And then, so you said present active participle, and then what gender, number, and case?
Gender, number, and case. You can't really tell, right? Because they're all the NS at the end. All of them end in NS, right?
Well, not all of them, right? Not, for example, the accusative plural, feminine.
Accusative plural.
Only 4 end in NS.
4 NS. I don't know. I thought you between the. And I'm confused. I thought it was NS for all of them. I thought it was.
What do you mean all of them?
Like there's no us. It's just NS, NS, NS.
For all of, yes, those 3. But what are those 3? What are those 3? If you're telling me.
I don't know. I guess I didn't study it right.
What are the 3 forms of an adjective that you're given in a dictionary?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think you do actually. It's just you need to relax a little. So if I say, for example, the adjective bonus a bonus, bona, bonum, what are those 3 forms?
Male, female, or male, feminine, masculine, feminine, neuter.
And what number and case are they?
Plural or single, or genitive.
They're all singular. They're all singular, and they're all nominative.
Right.
They're the masculine nominative singular, the feminine nominative singular, and the neuter nominative singular.
Right.
And so, imperans, imperans, imperans. Those 3 forms are the masculine nominative singular, the feminine nominative singular, and the neuter nominative singular. And then if it's the neuter nominative singular, what is it also?
Neuter nominative singular.
What's the neuter rule?
Wait, say it again.
What's the neuter rule? The neuter rule is if whatever the nominative is, the what is also the same.
The nominative is.
The
accusative. The accusative.
The accusative, exactly. So it's one of those 4. It's either nominative, masculine nominative singular, feminine nominative singular, or neuter nominative singular.
Okay.
Or neuter accusative singular.
Got it. Okay. I see. Okay.
Okay. Let me just see. So here, an example. Eventually. So imperans, right, would be the masculine nominative singular, the feminine nominative singular, the neuter nominative singular, and the neuter accusative singular. The other forms would be imperantis, imperanti, imperantum, imperanti, imperantes, imperantium, imperantibus, imperantis, imperantibus, etc. Right?
Yeah, I didn't. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this. I must have missed this and didn't. All right. Shh.
So a present active participle is a third declension adjective, which means it uses the endings of the third declension.
Okay.
The third declension adjective endings. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yes. So let's say, is that clear?
Yeah. Now that may. Okay. I must have missed. Okay.
So let's say we wanted to say the name of the commanding man was Marcus. Right.
Okay.
What would that be? Nomen as to Marcus, the name is Marcus, but of the commanding man, what would you say? Nomen.
Commanding impure. I'll have to write it out.
Okay.
Commanding man would be. Would it be imperanem?
Of the commanding?
So that'd be imperanis.
Yeah, but you have to add in a T when you take off the S. Imperantis. The stem is always ends in T.
Okay.
Imperantis. Nomen imperantis. You don't have to add in very unless you want to be very clear. Nomen imperantis.
So you have to add a T.
Yeah. So the present participle ends in
Antis,
antis, or ends, antis, or ends, antis, or ends, antis.
All right, I completely missed this studying last night.
Can names also go in the dative? Is that
Yes,
like
the
the
dative
name
of
goes to the
possession.
dative of
Yes.
possession? Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, nomen imperanti, as Marcus would be perhaps even more elegant Latin.
Okay.
In the beginning of John, let's see. What verse is this? It's like verse 4 or something. John, chapter 1. Let's see, or if you can translate that.
Yeah. So his. Oh wait, Erat. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So his name was John.
Well, there was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Fuit homo
I
musus
just.
adeo cui nomen erat Johannes. Yes, his name was John.
Yeah, there was a man whose name was God. Okay, I see.
There was a man, musus
Sent,
adeo.
sent by God.
Yes, having been sent
Oh,
by
having
God,
been sent.
cui.
Whose?
Yeah,
Oh wait.
literally,
Well,
what is
to whom
in the case? Yes, to whom the name was John,
the name was John. Okay.
but whose name was John is how we say it. Yeah. So,
The
cui
man.
is dative, a relative pronoun, dative, masculine, singular. It's dative because it's a dative of agent for nomen, but it's masculine and singular because the homo is masculine and singular.
Okay.
Good. Does that make sense, Rachel?
Yeah, so the fuit is in the perfect tense.
Yeah.
There was a man, or sent by, there was a man, and then having been sent by God, or I guess from God, but by God,
Mhm.
having been sent, that would be the, that'd be the perfect passive participle. The mis I can like I understand like what the misu says, but so it is the misus is the perfect passive participle.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's take this and make it plural. The whole sentence. And is there any prophet we can say? We'll say John and I don't know, Ezekiel or something.
Okay.
Right. Right. So in English, Nathan, what would that be?
I'm sorry. Say it again. I was reading my book. Say it
Okay.
again.
So look at the group chat. That Latin translates, there was a man sent by God whose name was John. I want you to make that plural. So talk about a couple men.
So there were men sent by John.
Sent by God. Right?
Oh God, sorry.
Whose names were John and Ezekiel.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what would that be in Latin?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, there were men. We can start with that. So take fluid. There was third person perfect. Third person singular perfect active indicative and make it third person plural. Perfect active indicative.
So,
This is for everyone.
Oh, so fuerunt.
Fuerunt. Yeah.
Fuerunt. So, homo.
What's the lexical entry of homo? Homo.
Hominus.
Hominis.
Hominis.
The third.
So then that makes it third declension.
Mm-hmm.
So, homusem, what would it be?
So homo hominis.
Hominem.
So homin, H-O, homin.
Oh, it's the subject.
Yeah, nominative, masculine, plural.
Wait, so there is no. I can't remember. Oh, as.
Yes, homines.
Homines.
Fleet homines. Now we want sent men sent. What are we gonna do?
Instead of missus, it would be missy.
Yeah.
See.
So that's the form of the adjective, the preemptive adjective that agrees in gender nomenclature with homines. What kind of men were they? They were sent men.
So
Men
are they being
haven't
sent?
been sent.
Are they being sent by gods now, or just God?
Oh, we're not going to wander into polytheism. No, with the Bible. That's dangerous. So we'll just say fueron homines misi adeo, right? And they're John and Ezekiel, so that yes.
And then,
adeo, no. Whose names were John and Ezekiel?
quibus.
Quibus.
And then no men. No, Nominis. Be
Nominis
same
is
thing.
the gender.
Nomines. Would it be Nomines?
Nope, it's not nomines. And why is it not?
It must be neuter.
It's a neuter noun. Yeah.
Okay. So nomina.
Poinomina? Phoenix? Nomina? Yeah.
And then errant.
Romance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to spell Ezekiel. Or it's probably Ezekiel. Probably something like that in Latin. Anyway, doesn't matter. For the sake of the exercise. Okay, does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Richard?
That makes
I think
sense
so.
to me. Yeah.
Okay. How about Corey, you take number 3?
Yeah. So in this one, are the macrons missing again?
Yep, they're all
Okay. So then I'm gonna peg this as a let's say future passive participle,
good.
and it's a third declension.
No,
So that
it's
would
not
be.
third. It's not third.
It's not. What about that e right there? Oh, the macron's missing. So it's a second declension now.
Well,
Okay.
every participle except for the present participle is a 2-1-2.
Okay. Well, right. It gets declined as a. Oh, okay. Okay. So then, it could either be masculine genitive singular or a neuter singular, or it could be a masculine plural nominative.
Okay, and pick one of those and translate.
I'm going to do a masculine genitive, so that would be of the commanding officer.
So commanding, what kind of
The
participle?
ordering, or I'm sorry, invading of the invading.
What kind of participle are you using?
Oh,
Tense.
perfect. That's a passive. So
Well,
they're being
invading. Think about it. The invading army. Are they doing it, or are they?
no. They're
Yeah.
being acted upon.
Yeah.
So
So you need future, right? Invading is present and active.
yeah. So of the having been invaded.
That's passive, but it's perfect passive. Having been invaded is not
Of
passive.
the about to be invaded.
Yes.
Captain. Army.
Okay.
City.
Yes.
There.
Something masculine that can be invaded. Yeah. Exactly. Whatever it is. Exactly.
Quick question.
Please.
Wouldn't you need it to be a paraphrastic to make it about to be? Or would it not be like
Okay.
the will be invaded or
No, about to be is fine.
okay.
Or even having to be.
So what's the difference in translation for a paraphrastic then?
The paraphrastic is a main verb. So
Not a participle. Okay.
not a verb. So it's functioning as a main verb. So I can't think of a masculine noun that would need to be invaded. Well, let's just say terra and make it feminine. So terra haec terra invadenda est. This city is about to be invaded or has to be invaded. Not terra invadenda, the about to be invaded city, plena est timorum, is full of fears or something.
Okay.
Can you tell the difference?
It's a little hard just like listening,
Yeah.
telling the difference.
Yeah.
So
basically, if it's functioning as sort of the complement of the linking verb est, it is about to be
Okay.
invaded. That's what is called a periphrastic,
Okay.
as opposed to the about to be
About to
invaded thing, something else.
Okay.
Some other main
Okay.
verb.
Yeah,
Was
that makes sense.
full of fears or was destroyed by a storm or something.
Okay. Got it.
Would you take number 4, Richard?
Yeah. Iturai. So I am unsure of what word this is.
Yes. What do you see in there before the ending?
Tour.
Yeah, or. And or should tell you.
Orus, which means it
Yes.
the future active participle.
Okay, good. And a future active participle is formed from what other participle?
The perfect passive participle. No.
Yes, the perfect passive participle. And
Okay.
so, can you construct the perfect passive participle out of that?
It.
Itus, right? With the end. Itus.
Okay. Itus, because you dropped the us. So itus. So if itus is that's our to go, the weird irregular one. Okay, so
do you remember those principal parts?
Ao something.
Yeah, ao, ire.
Ire. Okay, ire, and then iwi / e.
Yeah.
And then itus.
Exactly.
So itus, so itur, itur. So it's decline. So it's so future active participle, and then the I is going to have it as feminine, and because it declines like a 2-1-2, so then it can be feminine singular genitive or dative, or feminine plural nominative.
Good.
Okay.
Good. And then can you translate that?
Okay, so
pick whichever one you want.
Do feminine genitive well, that might be a weird one. So feminine nominative plural.
Okay.
The going people. Going.
Well, going is what kind of participle?
Is a present.
Yeah.
So the about to go. People about to go.
And what kind of people, to be specific?
Plural people. Feminine people.
Yeah.
Women.
Yeah. So women about to go. Feminine people.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Good. Is that clear?
Yes, the tour was throwing me off because that's another like subjunctive ending, or not subjunctive, passive ending, and so then I was like, "What's happening?" But got it.
Okay. Good. Anything you take the next one?
Yeah. So that's race. So it'd be the dative plural or the accusative plural for the state.
Dative or not accusative.
Ablative, sorry. Ablative.
Yeah.
Ablative. Yeah. So that would be 2 for the states or the citizens.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
race means most basically things.
Oh yeah, it's things.
Yeah, 2 or 4 the things.
And then by, with, in the things.
Right. And do you remember the lexical entry, the dictionary entry for this word?
Things. Do you mean like what it means in English?
No, like the two forms that since it's a noun, you have the nominative singular and the genitive singular, and then what gender it is.
Ray and race.
Race, rei. Race, rei.
I just did opposite, but yeah.
Yeah, race, rei. And then what gender is it? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Well, do you remember how do you say republic in Latin? Race, what? Race.
Publica. So female?
Public.
Feminine.
Feminine. Exactly.
Feminine.
Exactly. Good. Sometimes you just need to, remember it in context and then you can figure it out. Okay. And then, Corey, you take number 6.
So is that just accusative masculine singular, third declension, top, head?
So where to chem would be accusative singular.
Okay,
It is
so
masculine.
it's ablative. So
It's ablative singular. Yeah. And this is where text, where to kiss. Yes, masculine, as you said. Yeah, good. Rachel, how about number 7?
Okay, so man o um.
But 1 second. So
Yes.
there could be ablative of location. So
Yes.
this could be like on top or
Yes. On
okay.
top. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is, I think, where we get vertical, right? Vertical ascent
Yeah.
is ascent to the top.
Okay.
Wait, on Corey's.
Yeah.
Could we go over that one more time? What?
Yeah. So the noun is where text, where to kiss. It's a masculine noun, and it's not an I stem.
Okay.
So where to K is the ablative singular.
To kiss. Okay. So it's just ablative singular, like present. Or sorry.
It's a noun, so
noun.
present.
I guess I meant like
ablative singular is all you need. I mean, it's a
Okay.
noun that's ablative singular.
Okay.
It happens to be a masculine noun, but
Yeah.
it's always going to be a masculine noun, so that's not.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, what did you number 7?
So manus. I think that's the second principal part.
Yeah, manus
not
manus.
Manus manumus. Wait.
Manus with no macron, and then manus with a macron.
Okay. Okay. So that means hand, like manual labor.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just a noun, and then the us is a fourth declension noun.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's so because you would to decline it, you would take off the us. So that's the 2u ending, which means it's a it's feminine.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's genitive plural.
Great.
Okay. Feminine, genitive, plural. So it'd be like of the hands.
Yes. Yeah. Nathan, you take number 8.
Yeah, that is the perfect stem with the ise, so that would be the infinitive of the perfect active.
The perfect active infinitive, yep.
Perfect infinitive, and it would mean To have removed.
Exactly.
To have removed.
To have removed. Good. Corey, have it number 9.
Okay, so that's uh, first first conjugation of voco.
Mhm.
And then so that's a future active participle because of the infix, the UR.
Mhm.
Um, and then that's a first person masculine.
There's no persons in adjectives.
Or I mean, yeah, I mean,
But I think you
yeah,
mean
so
nominative, probably. Yes, masculine nominative.
yeah, that's yeah. So the calling or the will be calling.
Yes, about to be calling. The man
Man,
about to
yeah,
call.
yep, yeah, the man about to call.
So the man about to call the children in cleared his throat or something.
Okay.
Good. And then Rachel, number 10.
Okay. Iaki. So that would be to throw. Iakeo, iakere,
Yakio
ieki,
yakare.
iake, iakere.
So it's yakio yakare, and the reason I say it is because it's a third, right?
Yes,
It's
so it
not
doesn't have the
yakire.
macron over the e, so it's a third declension.
Yeah,
Or third conjugation.
exactly.
Ieki, iactus.
Yeki, yaktus.
Ieki, iactus. So this one I'm a little confused because at first I thought that was just the present stem, but with the present stem you would still have the e there.
Well, so the present stem is IAC, and so it is the present stem.
Okay.
The present stem, yakio yakare, and then yeki, IEC, is the perfect stem, so it's not from that.
Okay.
So you have to figure out what uses the present stem and then just adds the ending I.
Just a third declension or third conjugation verb.
To form what?
So the dative singular of that is I'm thinking in declensions.
You're thinking in declensions.
Sorry. Okay, so that's a declension. So what's the third conjugation? Third conjugation. It's just with the okay. So then it would just so then the third and it gets shortened to an I a lot in the third
Yeah,
present.
yeah. But what's
But
that ending? Just a simple I. Anyone know?
Yeah.
Nathan?
Well, it's because it's the ER. It's because I remember you said it's so puny that you have to drop that. It would be IER. You have to drop the ER because it's so weak, and then you just put it with an I with the macron. So
Yes.
it's the
So what is that?
so it's the present. It's the infinitive. It's the present passive infinitive.
The present passive infinitive. Yes. So the present active infinitive is yakere, and all the other conjugations have are goes to ari, ere goes to eri, ire goes to iri, but the third ere just goes to e. So yaki.
so wouldn't that be present passive?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yakare is the present active. Yaki is the present passive infinitive.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
Present passive. So having been thrown.
So having been is a perfect passive participle.
Oh,
Infinitive also always starts with to.
to have been thrown.
That would be passive though.
I thought it was the present
It
passive
is
infinitive.
passive.
Yeah, sorry. That would be perfect. It's present. Yakare is to throw. Yaki is to
Be thrown.
be thrown. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's finish the infinitives for this verb. So yakare to throw. Yaki to be thrown. Present
Okay.
passive. Now the perfect active participle, infinitive, what is that?
perfect active
Mhm.
had thrown, to have thrown.
To have thrown, right? And what is that in Latin? This is for everyone, not just Rachel.
I or E A C V C. I don't know how to pronounce it. I can spell it.
Perfect.
Yeah, why don't you spell it?
Hold on.
And Rachel, why don't you type the principal parts just so you can have them?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm lost.
Yeah, diakise. So perfect stem plus ise.
I'm a little unsure in the last one.
Yeah, just that's right.
Yeah, just, okay.
Yeah, just that's right.
So the perfect active takes the perfect stem and then ise.
Yeah, and then what's the perfect passive?
Fourth principal part.
Yeah.
Or for the participle. But this is the infinitive. So the perfect passive participle plus esse.
Jactus esse. And what would that mean?
Perfect passive infinitive to have been thrown.
To have been thrown, jactus esse. And then the future active infinitive?
Yeah. So it's the present stem Iacturus.
Jacturus.
Iacturus. Yep. Oh, okay. Okay. So Iacturus. Pause. What did I think? The future active uses the perfect past participle, then future passive uses the future passive participle, which I thought was the present stem plus urus, but I think I did that wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so you're thinking about participles. The future
Yes.
active participle uses the perfect passive participle and takes off us and adds urus. The perfect passive participle takes the present stem and adds ondus or endus or endus or endus.
And then I thought the future active
Mhm.
infinitive
Mm-hmm.
used the future active participle,
It does.
which I was in my head thinking it was the future passive infinitive used the future passive participle, but that's not right because they're
We haven't learned the future passive.
okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, which one were you asking for right now? The
The
future
future active infinitive.
future. So then you use your future active participle, which is the perfect stem
Mhm.
plus urus.
Perfect passive participle plus urus.
Oh, wait. Perfect. So you use okay. So you
Use the fourth principal part plus.
okay plus ise iactise
Plus
or
urus.
yeah
Iacturus.
iactus.
Iacturus esse. So we take iactus and add iac.
Wait. So what did Nathan put up then?
Iactise is the perfect active infinitive. Iacturus esse is the future active infinitive.
Yeah, which is the past potential part. Iac. Okay, and then what would the future passive be then?
You haven't learned it.
Okay, right. Yes. Okay. Okay, I got it straight.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I feel a lot better now because I just completely skipped the present participles. So now that we went
Okay.
over that, now I know that there's the T and then just the third declensions, and it's like done.
Okay. All right. I have two ideas for the next maybe 20 minutes or so. I have a little sentence that I just wrote in English that we could translate into Latin that exercises indirect statement, infinitives, and participles in various cases. And I also have a selection from Augustine's Confessions. It's super amazing. But, so one is more fun, one is less fun, clearly. But, I mean, of course, we can read Augustine at a different point also. So, but if you're like, no, I can't do English to Latin too much right now, I need to not burn out, then we'll do Augustine and refreshing. So,
I vote Augustine. I
Yeah, I
don't
vote
know.
Augustine. I don't want to burn out too much.
It's unanimous.
all right. Okay then. Let's see. How shall I do this? Let's just share my screen. No macrons. So you probably have heard of this a little bit at least. Very famous passage.
Is that late have I loved thee?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sero te amavis, pulcrituro tam antiqua et tam nova. Sero te amavi. Et ecce intrus eras et ego foris, et ibi te quaerebam, et in ista formosa perfecisti de formis inuebam. Mecum eras, et tecum non eram. Ea me tenebant longe a te, quae si in te non essent, non essent. Vocasti et clamasti et vipisti sur vitatem meam, coruscasti, splenduisti et fugasti citatem meam. Fragasti et duxis spiritum et angelo tibi. Gustavi et Esurio et Citio, tetigisti me et exarsi in pacem tuam. Okay. Corey, do you want to start us off?
Yeah. So, late have I loved you, which I just know because
But what tense is amavi?
Amavi is perfect.
Yes. So late I loved you or late have I loved you. I have loved you late.
Mhm.
Then
Pulchritudo. So that's something about beauty, right?
yes, so pulcher is beautiful, so pulchritudo is the abstract noun from pulcher. So beauty,
Okay.
pulchritudo, pulchritudinous is a feminine noun. And tan
So-
means so. I don't know if you know that word.
Okay. Beautiful and ancient.
So pulchritudo is an abstract noun. Beauty,
Oh, so
not
beauty
beautiful.
and okay. So
Beauty
beauty
tam antique.
as ancient.
Well,
What'd you
so
say Tom
ancient.
was? Sorry. So ancient.
Stop.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
I'm like, you know,
Okay, beauty so ancient et
Uh,
tam nova.
and so new.
Mhm.
Late have I loved you.
Yes, good. What case would you say pulchritudo is in?
I guess that would be well, ablative, or
Well, okay, so the lexical entry is
you said it was a
pulchritudo, pulchritudinis. So
what was the second case that you mentioned?
Genitive, pulchritudinis.
Dinis. So it's a third declension,
Yeah.
right? So that would be
Yep.
first. That would be a nominative.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is identical to the nominative, but is
Vocative.
beauty? Yes, good. It's
Okay.
evocative. It's a direct address. And who, just to clarify, is he speaking to?
God.
God. Yes, he's addressing him as, "O beauty, so ancient and so new." And of
Okay.
course, Antiqua and Nova are feminine nominative, feminine singular, evocative singular, because pulchritudo, the noun beauty, is feminine. Although God is not feminine. Okay.
Mhm.
Et ecce. Nathan?
Et ecce intus eras et ego foris et ibi te querebam et iniste. Do you want me to stop?
Yeah, you can stop it. Quiet Avon. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you are, I don't forget what esse is. And you were,
Ecce,
yeah,
ecce,
okay.
means behold.
Okay.
Look. So you hear sometimes ecce homo, which is what Pilate said when he brought Jesus out. Ecce homo, behold the man. So ecce is like, and look, wait, but
Okay.
behold.
So, and look, you are inside,
Well,
and
you eras.
oh, you were inside,
Mhm.
and I am outside.
And I was outside.
And I was outside.
So
Yeah.
you were indoors, and I was outdoors.
Yeah.
And ibi te quaerebam.
And we see, or no, and I sought.
Yes, I was.
I was
imperfect,
seeking.
right?
Oh yeah.
I was seeking.
I was seeking. You. I forgot what EB is.
There.
Okay. So, and I was seeking you there.
Which is where? What is he saying?
I don't know.
You were inside, and I was outside, and I was
seeking you inside. So I was looking for you inside.
Well, where was he, Augustine?
He was outside.
Yes, and so he was looking for God. Where or beauty?
Oh, so he's looking for him outside.
Outside.
Okay.
But in fact, he was inside.
Inside.
Okay. And Rachel, you pick it up there.
Okay. And in Ista Formosa. So et in Ista Formosa quae fecisti deformis in ruebam.
Yes, good. So
Ruebam.
yeah.
Do you want me to keep going from there or translate that?
Translate that. So find the main verb, find the subject.
Okay. So in ruebam.
Which is in plus ruebam, the verb.
Okay, so and that's the imperfect. You.
Not you.
Sorry, I.
Yes.
I was in. I was breaking.
Anyone remember what that means?
Which one?
Ruore, which is the root of in ruebam.
Rule? No.
It's to rush.
Okay.
And also by extension to fall. But I was in ruebam.
So I was rushing without.
So in is actually not a negation, but like the preposition. I was
Oh, I was
rushing
thinking,
into. I was hurling myself towards. I was
Okay.
rushing into. And
So-
what was he rushing?
The without came from deformis.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's without
Form.
form. So he was rushing, hurling himself into
Mm-hmm.
your quiet, or who's,
What?
sorry, so at rushing
Did you see
into without
repetition of
form.
in? You often have a prefix and then the same preposition repeated as a proper preposition.
So in insta formosa.
Yeah, yes. I was rushing in. I was rushing in, into, and then this is in plus the formosus are only used as a substantive. Ista means those.
So those with form.
Well, form, what is form? Not just form, but by extension.
Beauty.
Yeah, so something that is with beauty is beautiful. So formosus is beautiful.
Okay.
So I was rushing into those, what? What gender is that?
Formosa. It could be, that's form. It could be neuter plural.
Yeah, exactly. Neuter plural accusative plus in, the preposition in.
Okay.
So
So
I was rushing
into those with beauty.
those beautiful what?
Things.
Yes.
Like just the general. Okay.
Things. Yes, and I was hurling myself headlong into those beautiful
Okay.
things. Que fecisti.
Which
Mhm.
Fecky, which may
Which who made?
isti is
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
second person, which you
Yeah.
made.
Yes.
Okay, and I was hurling myself into the things, the beautiful things which you made
Mm-hmm. And then what's deformis?
without beauty.
So if something is formosus, means it's beautiful. Something deformis, what does that mean?
Deformed,
Yeah, ugly.
ugly. So he's saying like he
So-
was ugly, rushing towards
Exactly.
the beautiful things of God. Okay.
Yes, I is nominative masculine singular and deformis is masculine nominative singular. So something like ugly I was hurling myself into
Okay.
those beautiful things which you made.
Okay.
Okay, are we tracking so far?
Mhm.
Okay. The indoor outdoor, does he mean literally like he was sitting inside a house and God was wandering outside on the streets?
Yes.
No.
No, it's a metaphor for
It's a
he
metaphor
was
for
searching
what?
creation, the existence, but God was within.
Yeah, so where's the inside?
So the inside is intus,
Yeah,
eka intus.
but where is that? What is?
Inside Augustine's heart.
Yes, the indoors of Augustine, right? God was indoors, Augustine's self, and Augustine was outside of his own self. He was outdoors in relation to his own being.
Okay.
Good. Corey, me cum eras et te cum non eram. It's beautiful.
Well, not when I get through with it. Let's see. So with me,
Yeah.
eros would be era imperfect. You were with me,
You were with me. Yep.
and I was not with you.
Yeah.
But I was not with you.
Yeah. So God was inside Augustine, but Augustine wasn't inside Augustine. So Augustine was somehow not with God, although God was with him. Okay. It's pithy, right? Short.
Nice.
Nathan?
Yeah. Ia me teneba longe ate.
Mhm.
So let's see. Teneba. That's that's to, is that to have?
To have or to hold in this case.
Okay. So it has
Not it. That would be id. Ea tenebant. Is it singular or plural?
oh, it's plural. So it's what's it plural?
Yeah, what is the plural of it? The
I was gonna say,
its, but that's not right.
yeah. It all?
Yeah, those things.
Those things, okay. So those things are those things
Were
were, oh yeah, those things
holding.
were holding me
Mhm.
long.
Longe meaning far off.
Oh yeah, okay. So holding far off, holding
Holding
me
me.
far off from you.
Yes. Okay.
So they're
Those
holding
things
me.
were holding me far off from you. Those things,
So
que,
like,
which,
yeah. Which
okay,
let's
so
see.
C introduces us to a condition.
If
Yes, so what
which
kind of condition do
if
we have?
past
We have two imperfect subjunctives, right? Essent and essent.
so past contrary to fact.
Present contrary to fact, actually.
Oh yeah, past contrary to fact. Which if that's a subjunctive.
Mm-hmm. C non-essent,
Might have,
if they were.
or yeah, if they were, might, or yeah, if they were
Non-inte,
not in you,
non-essent,
not
they would.
they would not be.
Yes, exactly.
They would not
Did
be.
you follow that?
If they were not in you, they would not be. Kinda. I'd have to write it.
Okay.
I should have written it out. But
Okay. Can anyone explain what is the I don't know, paradox that Augustine is pointing out? Those things, the things which, if they did not exist in you, would not exist at all, were holding me far from you.
Yeah, and yet he's all things are rooted in God, and yet
Yes. So
he's unconcerned with the root, so to
yes.
speak.
So God is giving existence to all these things. He's holding them in existence, and yet Augustine has made it so that he can make these things hold him far from God. Yeah. But really, they shouldn't, because they're existing in God, so they should bring him closer to God instead of the other way around. Okay. Vocasti et clamasti et rupisti surditatem meam. Rachel?
Okay. So
So these are actually syncopated forms, which sounds like we're doing jazz or something, but it just means they're slightly shortened. So voca visti et clama visti is actually, yeah. But it's like don't, do not. They're syncopated, shortened. So voca visti is a perfect.
so like you were saying, it's like do not. So do not.
No, vocavi is the third principal part. So vocavisti is just the second person singular perfect active indicative.
But it's shortened from
Yeah.
Wokawisti
But-
Towokasti.
But yeah, so it's just a different spelling. It means the same thing.
Okay. Um. So Wokawisti
Mm-hmm.
is the perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so the perfect stems then. Isti. So you.
Mhm.
You called.
Mhm.
You shouted.
And you shouted.
And you. And we just went over that word.
No, we didn't. It's in your glossary.
It's
No,
in-
it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a rumpo.
Okay. So
Okay.
you called and you shouted and you broke asunder.
Mm-hmm. Suarditatanam.
Sorditatum. Sordi. My
Yes.
deafness.
Yes. Okay, so you called and shouted and shattered my deafness.
Okay.
Corey?
hmm It's
So would you say-
continuing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So.
But now there's one. We have one metaphor of calling, and now we have a different. So an oral metaphor. Right?
And now this is a visual one.
And this is a visual one. Yeah.
So you gleamed,
Mm-hmm.
you shined,
You
and
shown. Yes.
yeah, you shone, and you put to flight. Kaikus, that's like heaven, right?
No.
No.
Kailum is heaven. Kaikus? Remember, there was a Kaikus poeta in the last test. It would have been Homer, and Homer was the famous poet who was blind.
Oh, okay. So that's to be blind.
Yeah, blindness. Yeah.
Okay, so you put to flight my blindness.
Nathan, you take Fragasti on Hello TV.
Yeah. Wait, say it again. From Fragasti to TB.
Yeah.
So you emit a fragrance.
Yes, you
You-
emitted a fragrance. There's no good way to say this in English, right? You smelled is horrible, right? But we don't have a word for to smell good.
Gotcha.
But Latin does.
You emit a fragrance. You call the spirits.
Not
Or the
gypsy,
spirit.
but dupsy. You led my spirit.
Oh, okay. You led my spirit. And you
Angelo TV.
and to you.
For you, I.
For you, I pant.
Yes. Okay. So we had the metaphor of hearing. Now we had the metaphor of sight. Now we have the metaphor of smell. So God sounds great. He looks great. He smells great. Rachel.
Okay. So Gustavi et Esurio et Sitio.
Yep. Good.
Tetigisti.
Well, you can just stop. at
Okay.
Sitio.
So Gustavi. So to taste.
Right, Gustavi.
I tasted.
Yes, and tasted you. Right?
And I hunger and thirst.
Good. And why don't you just finish it off?
To touch, I hunger and I thirst to for me to touch.
So
You-
tetigi is the tango tangare tetigi taktu. So it's the third principal part plus isti. So not to
Ye-
touch.
So you
But-
have touched me,
Yes.
and
Exarsi pacentua.
and you have exalted.
So take off that prefix.
Okay.
And you have aki.
So I burn,
Yes, I was
burned.
set aflame,
A
so the
flame.
X just strengthens it, and I burned up in pacentuam.
Um,
And here,
Okay.
this in plus the accusative means something like 4.
so and I burned for you.
Or pacentuam? Pax pacus?
Pa,
You know this.
um,
Probably not.
Pox
No,
puckus? No. Okay, so burned for your peace.
for your case.
Okay.
Good.
That was cool.
Isn't that
Yeah,
lovely?
was. Can you send that to us
Yeah.
Yeah.
by chance?
Absolutely.
Cool.
And I mean, this is just book 10, chapter 27, of the Confessions. It's not like the beginning parts, or, I mean, it's a fairly famous part, but it's sort of all like this, the whole Confessions. And you can read it in English, and it's fine. And then you read it in Latin, and you have to fall over because it's so beautiful. And it's not that Latin is a better language than English, just to be clear, in case anyone ever thinks that. It's just that translations are always worse. I wouldn't read Shakespeare in Latin. Likewise, try not to read Augustine in English.
But I hear that who's the creepy author that we have from America who married his sister or cousin? He's from the
Like,
South.
does he
that
write
horror-
creepy books too?
So he's regarded as like this amazing poet in France, not because the translator was unfaithful and it was more of the translator than it was Edgar Allan Poe. So they think he's an amazing poet over in France.
Well, I mean, and it is possible to create new literature with a translation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I mean, for example, Pope's translation of the Iliad is poetry. And it sort of says the same basic thing, but it's a very different sort of poetry than Homer's is. So it's not that he went from poetry to prose. He went from one poetry to another poetry, but it's not all the same poetry. And I mean, clearly Homer's better than Pope, Alexander Pope, but yeah, it's just, I mean, unless it's a grocery list, you can't translate. And even if it's a grocery list, you may not be able to translate because you can't have peanut butter in that. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll end there, and you can take a little break or a longer break and start your test whenever you want to.
okay, all right.
Sounds
So
good.
class tomorrow
So-
starts at what time?
11?
11.
11.
11. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay?
All right.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Good luck.
Thanks.